Greetings and welcome to One Spark of Love Church. Now I would like to clarify, because many people may not understand what an altar is. An altar is a sacred space in your bedroom that every single morning you then speak to whoever it is that's the higher up of whom it is you want to communicate with. Alright? Now maybe you want to communicate with Buddha. Okay? So there's a little bitty Buddha. And I don't really get this camera. But anyways, there's a Buddha. Maybe you're up into talking to Shiva. Okay, so there you go. It's a little statue. These are gods. Or maybe you're into communicating with this one. Alright? And if you know that particular holy scripture, you know exactly who that is. Now as you go along, you can then communicate with whomever you so choose. Now I have, it's kind of hard to see it, but it's over in the corner. And maybe you want to speak to Jesus. Okay? It just depends upon what it is you're looking for. Now, the pharaohs and whatnot in Egypt used to build their altar for their afterlife. So basically, when they were buried inside their room, which is like an altar, they would take everything that they need in the afterlife. And that's pretty much what this is. This is my altar for my afterlife. So it depends upon what your culture is as to which of the holy scriptures that you look forward to in a higher up. Whether it be, like I said, Shiva, Buddha, Jesus, whomever it is that you worship. Now, for me, the altar I've been doing since I was pretty much everything in my life. I started when I was 12 or younger. So I'm like 12 years old and I'm doing all this stuff. I'm growing plants. I am elevating my knowledge of multiverses and universes, everything from the age of 12. So it's nothing new. I'm 61. So what it is that you should have no electronics in your room, your bedroom, whatsoever. Okay? It defies your EMF and your own meridian. That's important. You don't need extra ionic energies. Trust me, you carry enough on your own. So an altar is basically where you go in and you pray. And of course we all know that when you pray, you're talking to God. But when you meditate, you communicate with God. It's a whole nother ball game. And then when you're doing yoga and whatnot, it's basically the thumb and the middle finger is the first word spoken by God is Om. Okay, so this is why you do Om meditation. So in the altar, I have a humidifier. Now you have to have distilled water. And then the little ball moves around. And then the water flows and it creates a mist. And there's going to be another in the backdrop. I'll remove this cloth and it's a sanctuary, like a tropical island. So I'll be putting that up. And then, of course, I'm going to have the two pillars on the side because that's what you walk through. As they say, some people say you walk through the pillars into the next life. You walk through the pillars and it is is into the gates of heaven. So you gotta see what it is that you actually want in your altar. An altar is what you do daily as a ritual. So each and every day, your ritual, same thing, aka ritual is routine. Your routine is go to work. Your ritual is go to work. Your putting on your clothes every morning to go to work is a ritual. You're putting on your clothes to go to work. It's just the lingo. The younger generation said, hey, we're going to change the word ritual to routine. Okay. Bore me as free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows. Bore me. Instead of born free. Okay. Bore me. Yeah. Okay. So, it is basically, as I said, it's bottom line. It is a ritual. Bottom line. Alright? So, you have to go in. And what do you want in life? It's how you create your ritual. Now, as we all know, or at least you should, you have the 5 elements. Each one has a geometric design. For instance, the triangle that holds my crystals and gems is technically, triangle pyramid is technically fire element. So you must have all the elements in every single room of your home. There are 9 rooms in the feng shui map. Now, I have those. Then I have this hands of time. So I turn my little, sand upside down. And then it tells me how much time has passed by. And so, like I said, you could do Jesus, you can do Buddha, whomever it is that you want to create a sanctuary with, that's who you do it. This is for crones. So you have the maiden, and then you get older female, that is the crones, and that is the rosary beads of the crones. I received that from a friend years ago. So each item is specifically geared towards the higher up of a god or goddess or gods or whomever is an enlightened deity that needs my energy so that they can help me to illuminate myself through my ritual to receive what it is that I want in life. That's all it's all about. So you have to figure out exactly what it is that you want. If you need to write it down on a piece of paper, write it on a piece of paper. You just need to understand that the universe cannot help you, just like they say, only God helps those that help themselves. The universe cannot help you unless you let the universe know what it is that you want. You don't go around and saying, I want a big old fancy car. Dude, that's just garbage. Okay? Don't be saying, I want a bunch of money. That's just garbage. Okay, those are tangibles. That does not help in personal growth. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is the sanctuary of the internal self that creates the sanctuary of your next life in the afterlife. Birth, death, rebirth is reincarnation of your ionic energy. Your ionic energy, guess what? It gets rebirthed, reincarnated every 24 hours. It's nothing new. Y'all just think it's other lifetimes. No, baby cakes. It is every 24 hours. Because you sleep, you wake up. Guess what? You've just now created your reincarnation. Each and every day you have a day to change in kosher motif. The only way you can do this is to create the altar of what it is that you want in existence. And life is love, love is life. Blessing from Reverend Dr. Juanita Lewis, D.Div, Ph.D. Thank you for your support.